Hi, I'm Joanne Bester, and we are at the Bloemfontein show with the Merino Classics National Championships in the background. We are going to be filming episode 10 in our Regenerative series. We have had a look at methods to manage our ecosystems for optimum ecosystem health. But whilst ecosystem health is a beautiful thing to aspire to, how does this look in our business model? And perhaps more importantly, how is it going to affect our profitability? Farming is both a lifestyle choice and a business, and as such, profitability in farming is crucial, similar to any other business. But with farming, we have some unique challenges, such as irregular cash flows that need to be balanced against monthly expenditure. Livestock farmers in particular are facing difficult times due to the economic crisis. Prices of wool and red meat have been under strain, whilst input costs have risen significantly. Mohair has been a bit of an exception. Although lower than last year, it is still performing pretty well despite the challenges. But for most of the others, the recent years have really been a challenge. In our first episode, we touched on the fact that market demands are shifting towards responsibly farmed practices that benefit nature. There is a growing interest in regenerative farming practices. The question arises whether there is a business case for farmers to adopt these practices. As Roland Kroon would say, there is no use going broke being right, and so we need to just have a look at whether this is financially feasible. We realize the importance of functioning ecosystem for farmers, as they are essential for sustainable food production. Without functioning ecosystems, there's a risk of needing to resort to 100% intensive farming methods to grow food to feed a growing population. Intensive farming can be costly and high-risk business terms. The primary objective for any business is to limit expenses and to maximize profits. Nature-positive farming offers the potential for marketing products with price premiums and other incentives, such as carbon credits that already exist, and we believe there will be water credits and biodiversity credits in the future. But the main benefit lies in the ability to do more with the land over time, while reducing your input costs. Regenerative farming focuses on benefiting soil life to stabilize ecosystems and increase productivity. The approach aims to reduce reliance on synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, and feed. These input costs constitute a significant expense for farms. Reduced reliance on chemicals and feed to be distributed on the farms will also lower down your fuel consumption. As we have discussed in previous episodes, overgrazing is not solely determined by animal numbers, but also by the time or the duration of time that animals spend on a particular grazing area, and perhaps more importantly, how much time they spend out of a camp to allow for adequate rest. Managing animal numbers and grazing time can stimulate the ecosystem. Increased microbial activity and plant growth are stimulated by proper grazing management. Animals, plants, microbes, and humans have evolved together and are thus reliant on each other. This approach enhances ground cover, which in turn protects soil, improves its function, and increases plant material. Farmers who have adopted regenerative grazing practices report faster than expected progress in their veld restoration. With improved grazing management, farmers find themselves running more livestock than they were before. The increase in livestock production leads to enhanced profitability, as they are able to take more animals to market. The improvement of plant biodiversity and abundance also results in better quality grazing. Grazing animals in a camp for a shorter period of time results in a more stable grass quality and composition. This stability extends to the rumen environment, aiding animals in maintaining optimal condition. In contrast, conventional systems, which are often overgrazed, lead to disruptions in rumen microbe activity. The animals are moved into new camps that look a little bit different than what they were in when they came out, and this causes a change in the rumen balance. Rumen microbes are sensitive to these changes and require time to adjust. It's crucial to remember that when we are feeding animals, we are really feeding their rumen microbes. These rumen microbes are responsible to convert cellulose into omega fatty acids and other essential nutrients. Disruption of rumen microbes can lead to a loss in condition and animal production. Moving animals more frequently also disrupts the parasites. The parasites are not able to complete their life cycles before the animals are moved from the camp. The fact that the animals won't be there for a long time further causes strains on their life cycles. This approach reduces the need for pesticides and lowers the risk of parasites becoming resistant to the pesticides due to repeated use. By utilizing grass efficiently before it becomes too fibrous and lignified, we opt for cheaper supplements to complement the grass intake. Instead of just feeding more supplements, we aim to increase production while reducing the input costs. Infrastructure like electric fencing, pipelines and reservoirs is necessary for efficient grazing. These ensure effective water distribution to support larger herds or flocks. The gradual implementation of this will allow us to integrate this into our systems over time. To summarize, there is a capital expenditure required to implement these grazing systems effectively, but the potential benefits are huge. The business case is viable in the short to medium term. Long-term financial viability and land restoration are assured, and enhanced resilience to natural calamities such as droughts and floods due to a healthier ecosystem is also ensured. Benefits include improved soil water retention and overall healthier ecological systems. Thank you for watching this episode with us. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you again next time when I talk to Melissa Skeepers on why regenerative farming matters in episode 11.